Hi everyone, how are you doing? So I'm currently out for a little walk at the moment in a lovely park in Manchester with my little boy, who I think you can probably hear is just in front of me. Um, and yeah, so I just wanted to take this opportunity just to talk a little bit about just talking really about time management. So one of the things that we sometimes hear, or that teachers sometimes hear, is that I just don't really have time to practice. And this is something that I don't know, it can be a little bit contentious, I suppose, can't it? Because on one hand, I think we've got very busy lives, and we live in such a busy age at the moment, and yet at the same time there is a little bit of a balancing act that's required there, really, in order to really manage everything. So I just really wanted to share some of my experiences with you about just what it is really to be a musician, to find time to practice, as well as run a business, as well as be a dad, etc., etc. And so one of the things that I found actually is that I think there's this conception that if you have a family, that somehow you're not going to be as productive. Somehow that child is going to take up all of your time, and that you're going to be a dad or a mum, and that's really about it, and kind of fit everything else around that. And actually I think I just don't agree with that at all. I think that actually that sort of mentality potentially has the potential to do more harm than good. And I just say that because what I find is that although my son does take up a lot of my time and my wife's time, whenever I say take up that time, what I mean more specifically is that actually being a dad I have found is maybe more productive and actually been able to achieve more. So I just think that, particularly in this day and age, we live in such a world of consumer lies, where there's this idea that you want to be free, and what freedom means, which of course is defined in various ways by various people in various nations. But what freedom means is ultimately having the independence to do what you want and not being tied down by anything. And I just think that that can be a little problematic. And one of the things that I've found is that, one of the things that I've kind of wondered is that, well, if we have lots of different people living independently from one another, and lots of people living in separate houses and that sort of thing, well, let's think about the economic and financial implications of that. So some lovely horses going past. This is really beautiful. I don't know if you can see this here. It's so nice. I'm also going to turn this camera around because this bridge is just so beautiful. It recently featured on a Netflix series. What was it called? Oh, I can't remember what it was called. Anyway, but if we consider some of the financial implications of that, I think we really kind of live in an age where, if lots of people are living independently and separately, people are paying a lot more for that privilege, and that suits some people very, very well, i.e. the landlords, i.e. the people who are creating those products. And so, to be honest with you, I kind of reached a stage in my late 20s where I was just getting, I suppose, a little bit dissatisfied with craft beer and avocado toast. I mean, there's just a consumer market, I feel like, there, and that wants to keep us busy, and that's my point. So my point, if I can put it like this, is that really I just think that's something to be a little bit mindful of. If you're feeling busy, too busy, and that busyness is not giving you satisfaction, who are you trying to please? And I think the consideration really needs to be, well, you should really be pleasing yourself first, because if you please yourself, then you're in a better position to be able to help others and to please other people. I'm not suggesting you be very selfish, and I'm actually suggesting that you do this in order to be more selfless. I mean, one of the things that I find is that I find that what I'm doing now, I'm just able to serve more people, I'm able to serve more students, and that's something that I really, really like and really, really enjoy doing. So yeah, I just don't know, is this something that you find? What's your sort of point of view on this? I think kids can be such a contentious sort of thing, and our busy lives can be such a contentious thing. We've all got our different points of view on it. But yeah, how do you balance everything? How do you balance your practice along with your family life, with your job? Is it rewarding? Is it satisfying? And if not, what can you do about it? So yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Please make some comments below. Just before I leave you, I'm just going to show you this. It's so nice. It is so nice. Hold on. Don't go yet. I just want to show you a little bit more of this. Right, anyway, we're fully stuck in the sand here, but it's just lovely. Stuck. Yes, we're stuck. We're stuck. Anyway, all the best until next week, guys. Take care.